Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at this General Electric Form 101 SA Mercury Vapor Streetlight. So this fixture actually came from a thrift store. Don't typically find fixtures like these at those types of stores, but this one just so happened to be there, so of course I took it with me, and now we can take a closer look at this fixture. So this fixture came out in the early 1960s. This particular example dates back to 1964, which makes it quite an early one, I believe. These were made up until the 70s or so, and then they were replaced by the 201 SA with the shorter head. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. Don't have one of those in the collection yet, but they're one of the more unique NEMA fixtures, as opposed to this one, which is much more standard in its appearance. So with that, I don't really have much to say. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at this fixture and arm. Alright, so let's start by taking a look at the arm. This is a 30-inch or 2.5-foot cantilever arm by General Electric. It does have some remains of the sticker that say General Electric, and that's kind of an interesting feature. I don't typically see things like that on arms like this. That's pretty cool. It does have a very large plate on the back for mounting to a pole. And then we have another support here, welded on very generously. And you'll notice here, this is got a lot of, I believe, is tree sap on it. I think this was probably mounted to a tree before it was taken down, although I'm not completely sure. Very nice high quality arm, made out of aluminum, of course. Now here's the fixture itself. Your standard NEMA head. Kind of get an idea of the profile. On the top it says General Electric, made in USA. Now this one has a very large piece on the bottom that clamps the arm with 2 half-inch bolts. And then on the back here you have 2 other bolts that are used for leveling the fixture. And there is a little hole here if you want to add a safety chain, which would be used typically on a fixture with a closed bottom refractor, which this one is not. This also has the photocell that came with it. This is a late 1960s Fisher Pierce photocell, which is not original to this fixture. However, it's still a very nice photocell. Unfortunately, it does day burn, but it is a nice vintage photocell. This one is made out of clear plastic and then is painted on the inside. That's why it looks like that. Paint is failing, but it looks like there probably was moisture inside, which caused that to happen. On the top here is you got your nice 60s styled NEMA receptacle here, which has the metal piece as opposed to the all plastic ones that the more modern ones used. It's the same photocell socket that you'll find on any of these earlier M series and NEMA fixtures from General Electric. This right back on. Still very nice. Got the General Electric NEMA reflector here, which is the nice smooth reflector with the latches that we're used to seeing in these General Electric refractors. And then the refractor itself is plastic. It's a very thick refractor though, and that means it is still pretty durable. This one's not really broken, as opposed to some of the newer American Electric or even Westinghouse or General Electric ones from the 80s or 90s. They got a lot cheaper. So this one is, although it's plastic, it's still pretty strong. Now let's take this thing, flip it over, and we can look at the inside. So to open up these, all you have to do is remove the clamps on either side, and then the head will come out. Just want to be careful because this one has the bulb. Set that aside. So here's the refractor. You can see although it's plastic, it is pretty thick plastic. You see inside, very simple design. Here's where it says General Electric. And what's interesting is this refractor says, if I can find it, if you can even read that, it says Hall of Fame, which is interesting. I never remember seeing the Hall of Fame name on a plastic lens, but this one does. Now was something here that's unfortunately rubbed off. I would have said General Electric Type 5. So let's take a look here at the head. The bulb in it is of course not completely original. This is a 1980s General Electric bulb, so not the original bulb, but it's still pretty old. The socket, everything here is pretty much standard, but this one has the name tag on it, which is in pretty rough shape. But it does say, 120 volt, 175 watt, and the date code of YY, which is 1964. You can kind of see the ballast in there. It's in pretty rough shape, but it does work. It's just corroded. Now there's another sticker in there somewhere which says just the general information that doesn't have anything actually stamped onto it. That's just the standard General Electric tag. So yes, these fixtures had 2 tags on them, which is kind of weird. The same tag that you'll see on the Cobra heads is mounted to inside this arm. Just for whatever reason they added that and they just didn't put any information on it, and so all the information is on this smaller tag. So that's really it for the fixture. Of course, these NEMA style fixtures are very simple. So now we can go ahead and put it back together and watch it warm up. All right, so here it is. The fixture has been reassembled. Now all I have to do is turn off the lights and plug it in. We can watch it warm up in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so now we're pretty close to full brightness. Take a closer look at the fixture. The lens is, of course, the very typical kind of generic styling that you come to expect from the Mima style fixtures, but still looks good. So with that being warmed up, I'll go ahead and shut it down here so we can watch the glow down. 3, 2, 1. Not very much with that. Mercury Vapor bulbs as opposed to sodium, but the electrons do still glow a little bit when you turn them off, so maybe you'll be able to see that. Alright, so that has been my General Electric Form 101 SA from 1964. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video and learned something. But with that said, I'd like to say thank you for watching and bye for now.